Hi YouTube, I'm Sarvesh and today I will introduce you to the excelbind.net, a smart Excel reader that automatically detects data range and automatically binds the data to your C# model. Let's proceed with this. So, if you look at the problem, as a developer, the Excel data can be messy. You can end up writing the code to read the Excel data, but even a small change in column header or any, any design change or any formatting change makes you to rewrite your parsing logic. Not only this, you can have multiple tables in your data, and every time you get different data or different headers or even a small header change, this ends up writing you your code, C# code again and again, and you cannot reuse this code. Let's see this problem. We have a simple Excel table which has some header and a data set, and we can write, of course, we can write C# code to it. But suppose file comes to you from a client and client changed the header names, or he says, or the client says, no, the name will be changed to full name. And after again, he comes back and says, no, it will be name again, or he can come up with some new idea. Age is changed to aged and the department has been changed to debt. All of these client want to use the older version and the new version or any upcoming version. If we go to another table, suppose the same table contains two data. The first data set is same as it was, but we have another data set which is sales data. In this screenshot you can say. Not only this, the multiple table data ranges can vary from one location to another. It's not strictly formatted, so you can have any data range and multiple tables starting from somewhere to somewhere which you don't know, and you cannot really hard code it. Not only this, you can have a problem where you can have the rows with inconsistent number of spaces between them. So you can have two consecutive rows, then you have a blank row, then you have a data as shown in the screenshot. All of these are developers' problem. What's the solution? As a developer, I have introduced this excelbind.net, which helps you binding the data to your C# models. Let's proceed with this. So let's see this Excel binder in action. So I have opened the Visual Studio and I'll be quickly walk you through the process, and you can see how quickly I can set up everything to just read data from Excel file. So I'll create a console project over here, say console app, and I will use name Excel Reader Demo. That's okay. Reader spelling is wrong. R-E-A-D. Yeah, okay. Reader Demo. And then we'll use .NET 9, that's okay. And yeah, waiting for it to be getting built. Okay, so it shows up. So that's our Visual Studio and we have a Hello World program. I will quickly press Ctrl F5 to run the program to see everything is working fine. Okay, so it's build succeeded and you can see the output. We have the Hello World. Okay, I'll close this one. And I will now quickly go to the tools menu and I will open the Nugget Package Manager. Here you go. So I will use this excelbind.net and we'll go to browse, and this is the Excel binder reader I was talking about. So this is created by me. I'll just quickly install this bait. And side by side I will open an Excel file. Okay, let me accept this one. Side by side I will open the Excel file, which is this one. So I will put this Excel file in the side. Okay, so okay, in this Excel file you will see I have this clean data where I have some ID, name, age and department, and we have a set of data. So we will try to write a program to bind to this. So okay, the package is now installed. I will go to program and I will quickly create a class to hold everything. Public class employee data, and I will just create prop int ID, and we will have public string which is name. Thanks. Prop again int age. Okay, and we have prop string department. quick. Okay, so in our package, we have something called header label attribute. Header label, you can see it's from Excel bind core attributes, and we will use this bit. So this is something which we have to match header label in our Excel file. So I will quickly paste it for all three of these. Name is name, age is age, and department is department. Since I was talking, so it was time taking, but I think the real program, it won't be this much. So we have a model to hold the data, we have package in the place. So now see how long does it take to read the data from the Excel. So I will create a binder equals new Excel binder. So we have the binder in the place. Now we have to use the Excel path. So let's suppose we have this where path equals, and we have this Excel path. Now you see binder dot, we have this extract table function. So extract table method basically takes in the type, and it takes in the path and also the sheet name. So in our case, we have sheet name as, I think, clean data. Yeah, so it's clean data. So the name of the sheet, right? And let me just close this Excel file, and we can just simply write for each. Yeah, that's it, for each, and we'll try to print the data. So you can see we are running the project, and there you go, the data. So as you can see, it has 4 rows. My Excel file has 4 rows, which is already read. So if I would move this side, you can see these 4 rows are getting read, right? So let's close now, and let's see another problem. Suppose this Excel file was sent by client, and the client is now saying that no, we don't want to use the same header again, because the name has to be the full name. So instead of name, we have full name, and the age has been changed to aged with a D, and the department has been shortened to debt. So this has some data, and as a developer, you need to write everything again, right? But smart reader, with a smart reader, it will save your time. So all you have to do is simply write here full name, and for age, since it has a small d, you can leave it. Excel reader can manage it. And for department, you can write debt. So this is the only change which you have to do. And okay, and our file name, sheet name, it was spelling issue. And let me run the things. Yeah, you can see. So the things are done. You can see department is NA, and we have the same sheet. If you go to first sheet, which is clean data, it will again read it. See, so with the same header label, you can do it again and again without writing the code again. Okay, so now let's jump to the third problem, where we have multiple tables. So if you can see my screen, I have this Excel, and we have, we have this multiple table thing. So you have to write code again, right? In order to read this thing, you have to write the column, the starting of the table, the end of the table, everything. But with smart Excel reader, you don't have to do all these things. So let me just quickly see what are the name. It's ID sale. Copy it, close it, and all I have to do is just write another model. So I will write public class and sales data, and all I have to do is this much only, and prop id int id. Then we have something called what was that, sales. So prop, so it was amount, so I'll use decimal here. You can see I'm using different data types also. Let me call it revenue, although it was sales in the Excel sheet, but I'll call it revenue. Okay. Then we have something called area, which is zone, so I will use string zone. And then we have something called time of the year. So although it was month, I will use string, and I will see how Excel reader treats the data type. So I will use month only. And then we have to do this magic thing, which is header label again. So header label, and inside this we can simply write ID. Then we have something sales, then we had this zone, and then we had this month. All set. With the same binder we can use sales data binder dot extract table, and this time sales data and path, and the name of, I use multiple tables, and I will say console dot write line, and this is next table goes here. Okay, and then for each we have say, okay, it's completed. So let me run this bit. So you can see we have the next table here, and you can see Excel reader already treated this as date and time. And we have this sales, which was in decimal, zone, which was in a string, and the initial table, which has, and let me show you Excel file again. So if you can see the ID, name, age, department, these labels is from the first sheet. The second sheet has different, the third sheet has different, and suppose if I move this table from here to here and save it and close it, now will the Excel reader would be able to read this? Let me run this again. You can see the table is still read. So the reader is really smart. Okay, so this was our another problem. Now the problem with the end table, like how do you know that these are the bounds of my table? So we have sometimes inconsistent data, and this is very common with the client file handling. So we have this, suppose we have these inconsistent rows where there is an empty row, and then we have some data, and then we have another number of rows. So suppose with this code only, let me copy the sheet name. If I run the data, and let me just comment this sales thing out. So if I will run without any applying any strategy, it will simply read two rows, the first two rows, because the Excel reader assumes that the blank row is the end of the table. So that's why with the blank row it just read the data. So in order to fix this or handle this, you don't have to waste much time. So you simply have to write something called, you have to create options, and we have new, and we have extraction options, and with extraction option we have something called end detector. So I have created different kind of detectors which detect the end of your table. For this instance, I will use blank row end detector, and here I will pass 2. So what it does is it tells the system that okay, whenever you find 2 empty rows, it means it is the end of the table, and I will pass these options to the binder itself. That's pretty easy. Where is binder? Okay, so binder is here. I'll have to pull it down, and I'll have to pass options. Option. Now I'll run it again. You see, fourth row. The fourth row is red, and the reader automatically skipped any empty row. Where there was no data, it skipped it. And if you want to go beyond this, suppose we have further more data, you can use 5 and it will read further more data. You see the last row with 19. So this is not only the end detection strategy which I am talking about. You can extend it, you can create your own strategies through this package. Also, you can write your own custom code to read the data. If there is something different, there is something difference in your Excel file, you can just write the code for yourself. If you find this good, you can let me know. I'll just make the package available publicly. Currently it's private. I'll make it publicly, and you're free to use it with the license we have. So it's free to use. Just let me know. I'll upload it. And if you like this video, or you want any other tutorial video on .NET, you want to learn .NET, you want to know any concept, you can just let me know in the comment below. I'll create video on that. So thank you so much for your time, and it was great. I hope you will like this video and the package itself. See you soon with another video. Thank you so much. Bye.